Persona 3, Dancing in Moonlight.
Yep, we're back to this game. And I thought we were done. So I'm actually gonna film. I'm gonna film like one more final filler episode, I guess, of this. Because Raft was supposed to be my new filler series, which means I wasn't gonna come back to this. But now I'm just gonna try to get King Crazy on all my favorite songs because I need a little bit more filler. It's literally just my favorite songs, but I have to get King Crazy on them. I won't go for Brilliant or anything lower, so that's the whole point of this video. It's kind of like a mini challenge, except I probably already got King Crazy on all of them.
Yeah, real fight.
Well, since I forgot to mention this while in the last song, I just had to restart because I missed one. But basically, I'm going to show the whole song like I did in Persona 4 Dancing. Hey, it's Genshin Impact, the game I haven't played for like half a year. But basically, yeah, I'm going to show the whole song. I'll put on the note sound effects whenever I finish the song. Man, my hands are freezing right now. Like, they don't feel cold, but like, they definitely feel stiffer. Oh, and if my voice sounds a little bit... Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of, okay. When I was thinking of like a semi-intro for this, basically, I forgot that I had planned to mention the fact that I was sick in both my Persona 4 dancing video and this video. So, yeah, about that, I got a big no-no disease. I got a big no-no sickness, actually. Is it a disease? No, it's more like a virus. Yeah, it's a virus. It has it in its name, yeah. Yeah, it's a virus. So basically, yeah, I have that. Sure is fun. Also, I don't feel too bad. It's literally just like the back of my nose and then my throat during the beginning, though I think that's just because I wasn't drinking enough water. Oh yeah, and I feel like slightly sleepy, but like it's equivalent to someone who like stays up till like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like that during the 12 o'clock hours. That's how tired I feel. Not that bad, but still kind of like sleepy. At least for me, I guess I just probably have a little bit too much energy. But I can still focus pretty well. Unless I'm talking, which I forgot that the song's kind of hard to do while talking. So hopefully my voice quality doesn't deteriorate. Hopefully it actually gets better throughout the video, because I should start feeling like a little bit more... How do I put this? It's like, you'll probably notice in all my videos, I'll speak more quietly during the beginning, but then like, start getting into it more as the video goes on. That's why with less, since I filmed like 2 videos in one session, you'll notice that the second video starts off like a lot more energetic than the first one. It's just because I get nervous and then I forget that I'm actually supposed to be nervous, so then my energy goes, and by the time I remember, like, well, might as well keep going. Like, maybe on the next song or the song after this one, I should be, like, up and ready to go. But still, my nose is kind of, like, blocking me from speaking too loudly. Also, I don't know if I saw an okay or not. Okay. Or good, I forgot what it was called. I'll save, like, the best for last. I was gonna do them in order, but, yeah, I really just wanna keep the best for last. This song, it's like... I both really like the original version. Like, I like the original version a lot more than this one. I've already stated that I don't really like remixes too much, but this one's okay. I like the first half of it, and then the second half's just kind of like... That's the okay part. But I really like the instruments and as well as, like, the beat of it. I'm not a big music person. This song should be pretty simple though, so I should be able to talk a little bit more. Basically, during this time, I'm supposed to upload another video. I might actually upload tomorrow for the previous reason stated, but I'm already like 10 minutes into the actual video itself, which means I've watched about like 20 of it because Celeste, I died a lot, especially in the sort of it's the ruin place where you're like you get absorbed into a mirror. And it's like, oh, your dark inner self stuff, blah blah blah. You know, I really like I'd say it's just kind of like fun to see the sort of goofball characters of the group, like Jinpei, Ryuji, and Yosuke. But like, even then, Yosuke just has really good dances. That's kind of like another reason why I record games is just that way other people can see what I enjoy, and I just really enjoy his dances. I also like the Persona 3 protagonist dances. He's just like really good. I need to make a tier list for like all the characters that I enjoy. Not based around their dances, because I'm not a big dance professional. But basically, I love a lot of these characters. Some of my favorite characters are mainly the goofball of the group of the what is it called? Comedic relief characters. There you go. Also, I hope the audio setting... Oh, wait, I forgot. I doubled the audio for this game. It's at 50, but I put it to 100 for Persona 3 Dancing specifically. Which means that the other games are going to be quieter, or my voice is going to be too drowned out by this. I'm going to need to fix that, as well as the note sounds. I'm not sure how loud this is going to be now that I think about it. That's going to suck if my voice is too quiet. It shouldn't be, but it's kind of like just a doubling. I found like a perfect audio to voice mix. All I do is just go in recording and turn it up whenever my audio is just too quiet. But I can't turn up the audio and game audio separately, so it's kind of like a one and done. After I record, I can't really change the way it sounds. So, sorry if the first two songs were loud. Hopefully no one really minds it. I might even like listen to it for a second. This is probably one of my favorite songs from the entire series. Also, I actually like the way that the audio sounds with my voice. For some reason, other games like Minecraft are much louder than this game. So, double volume doesn't actually hurt. Also, I realized this while looking at my my recording to check for audio, that it looks a lot smoother than my older videos or my older Persona dancing videos. The frame rate of the video would drop whenever there's too many like things going on that's on the screen, as well as it would just get blurry. But this new capture card actually doesn't have that problem. The old one had like delays and everything too, so this one doesn't delay anymore. Well, I can't plug my headphones in like directly anymore. I had to plug them into the back of my TV, which looks really weird. But basically, everything looks so smooth now, and I was so like astounded by the way it looked in recording. I was like, wait, something looks better. And the video quality shouldn't be blurry. It looked blurry, but I think that's just the actual monitor itself that I check on. I think I like confirmed that, because sometimes I'll check through YouTube videos on my phone to check the quality and the audio quality too. Also, with my recordings, I try to get my volume, like both my game and voice volume, to be more prominent at least like around half volume on someone's phone. And I think that obviously depends on people's phones. Some people have like louder volume quality, sometimes better audio quality makes it sound louder, so it's like, yeah, it's phone dependent, but on my phone I can hear at about near half, which is pretty good. I didn't see that one at the top left, by the way, that hold, that green hold. Also, I do like the full version of the song, but I never learned it because I learned the map version of this. Or I guess the original version. They didn't make the full version until this game. I actually think so, because there are some songs that were like semi-recreated. They still follow like the same rhythm as well as the same lyrics, but they sometimes would add more lyrics, as well as just change the way that it sounds a little bit more. And if you look at the music description in Persona 4 Dancing, it says this game was, or this song was altered a bit for the game itself, so maybe they did the same with Persona 3. Or maybe it was about like the whole bonus soundtrack thing. There's background noise. Don't mind that. Oh yeah, and about that virus thing, yeah, I am definitely quarantining in my room right now. Just one reason why I'm recording, but I also have been in the mood to record on dancing. Or record this video specifically. And then I'm gonna upload some raps from now on as filler until I'm done with it. Pretty sure there's an ending. If I get an ending, that's when it'll end, but I don't think I'm gonna be like shooting for it. I'll just kind of play until I get bored with it. This song has given me so much pain in the past. Recently I've been able to at least get brilliance on it all the time, but I hope I don't have to keep doing this multiple times, because there's some points where I slip up. I don't even think I'd be able to talk for like half the song. This part's pretty easy. And then there's a double one that comes up. Did I scratch that? I'm scared that I didn't actually scratch and I'm gonna have to restart this. I didn't hear the sound effect. I like it whenever that happens, like you have one that you can hold while the other ones started, like you tap other notes. It just feels really satisfying to actually go through. Also, I learned that using the joysticks for scratches feel a lot more better. And it's both more quicker and just feels more comfortable, so I guess it's just like a lot better than using the scratch pad. I still use the scratch pad with my left hand though whenever I'm using my right hand for something. It's been a while since I heard this song with the notes too. The note sound effects. You know what, if this song is edited, because like, I don't want to have to like restart and no one hear about my conversation, so if this song is edited, that means I failed and I have to restart again. But in editing, I'll just jump to like the part where I failed, which will probably be the beginning for this song because of the fact that I think I missed a scratch note. Oh wait, but I have the modifier that counts scratches as misses whenever you actually miss them, so it will ruin my combo. So like, if it was a good, maybe, but I feel like I completely missed it, so I think it was on this game. Because Persona 4 Dancing doesn't have that modifier, if I'm correct. Unless I gotta unlock it, which then I don't know how. It's not, it wouldn't be an item. This next part is gonna take almost all my concentration. Not this part, but a certain part that's coming up. Okay, that part's usually the part that's really hard for me. It doesn't look that hard, but trust me. Okay, I hope I didn't get a good in the middle of that. I am very worried because that song's pretty long. Okay. I've definitely gotten King Crazy like at least twice on this song, but still, it kind of worries me. I love the full version of the song. I wish it was on Spotify. Also, yes, I do listen to the Persona soundtrack on Spotify. If this game wasn't obvious enough that I liked the music, then sorry if that seemed weird. It feels so weird to see like Akihiko partner with Ken. Because like with one character, he definitely would seem the most like partnership with him, but since he's not here, Mitsuru is like the next best bet, which is definitely what he is. But like, every character I guess has that one partner person. It'd be like Junpei and Yukari. I guess Fuka. Fuka's there. Maybe that's what both Ken and Fuka have in common. But basically, I was talking about like how everyone has a partner, and actually some characters have like double partners, like Yukari Mitsuru, Yukari Junpei. There's that blend. I guess protagonist. I guess Yukari. Akihiko and Mitsuru. And Akihiko and Ken definitely makes sense. It just feels so weird that he's his partner. Or at least one of his partners. Also, Ken is not a bad character at all. I've seen some people say that like Ken's a pretty bad character. He's a freaking child. What do you expect? I really do like his character though a lot. Both in terms of the main story and just the character development overall. Don't like the fact that his social link exists though. The social link existing isn't really the bad part though. I feel like I've talked about this on this exact part too. Not in the song, but like this exact song is what I meant on the last video. You know, I really wanted to do like Persona 3 Dancing last because it has my basically all my favorite songs. But I wanted to go in order in which like way I made the videos. So I was just like, alright, since I did 3, 5, and then 4, might as well do that again. And then I was also debating whether or not I should just go 3, 4, 5, but that makes like less sense than just going from my least favorite to my favorite, which means Persona 5 Dancing would have been first. Because Persona 4 Dancing is really good music. And Persona 5 Dancing doesn't have bad music, it doesn't have that much music. Like, I really like Whims of Fate, the remix of Whims of Fate. I like Price, that's a surprisingly good song. Let's see, what other songs are there? That's the problem, it's really hard for me to think about songs from that game. Blooming Villain was really good. I probably wouldn't have done it on the video, but there's Life Goes On. I would have definitely done that one, or I will do that one. It's just a really good song. Gao de Beoth. I like Gao de Beoth. Like, genuinely. It's probably more of like a nostalgia thing. Persona 5 was my first game, so the final boss theme is kind of like a big moment for me. It's also when I completed the game too. That was basically like the final stretch of the game. And it also sounds so good. It's like so memorable as well. Oh, I think that was a good. I really hope not. Oh, I really hope not. That would really suck. I might not even like show the end of this like on the next recording. I might just cut to me getting a king crazy if it's good. You're all so precious to me. Say it?
You're all so precious to me.
I do this song a lot. King Crazy or Brilliant? Okay. I thought I saw like the color blue. Obviously I did see the color blue, but like after I clicked the note and it really terrified me. What other song do we have, you ask? That seemed like the final one, the final boss song. Oh wait, this song's actually incredible. My favorite song from the entire playlist. If I own brand new, or what is it? Kimi no Kyoku. That would have been the last one, but I don't. Actually, I might even buy it. It's $1. I was looking at the DLC actually for Persona 4 Dancing. All the animated or like ones that have visuals instead of dances for their things are only $1. $1 per song. Not that bad. There's just a lot of songs, so it could get like decently expensive, but there's not too many to make a difference. Actually, you know, that's reasonable. It's a reasonable price, but I was looking at one song, just for one song with one character, is $5. And I really don't think it's worth it. I like, the Fog's a good song, Adachi's a good character, but he's not worth $5 for one song. I'm correct, like, Marie can appear in other songs, but like, where's Adachi gonna come up in like half these songs? There's only 2 other ones with the protagonist. I'm sure he would appear with the other one, like the other characters, but still. It's definitely not worth it. And it's like, more worth it to get the season pass, but their season pass will never be on a deal like Persona 5 Royal DLC, so yeah, I probably won't ever really get anything other than some of my favorite songs. The thing that sucks though is that a lot of songs are locked behind the season pass in like Persona 3 and 5 Dancing because they were part of this like early bundle thing that's no longer available, but you can still get it if you have the season pass, of course. And they have some songs like the opening to the... It's called Midsummer... No, wait, is that the song? No. It's the opening to the second Persona 3 movie, Midsummer Night's Dream. That's a really good song. And I would like to play it, but there's nothing you can play. You can't buy it. Oh yeah, I forgot the song's long. It's not that hard, but if I do like slip up, that's gonna be very annoying to go back. I like listening to the song, but I would prefer not to repeat it. I want to make this video as quick as possible. Because effort in videos, who uses that anymore? You just play a popular game, you get like thousands of views. Should probably play Minecraft. That'd be really good for like getting views and subscribers. And I can put those ones as for kids since I probably wouldn't be too invested in it. Like Minecraft's a really good game. Really good to play in your free time, but it's not like... I'm not really gonna play it enough to make a series out of it. Unless there's something special about it, like hardcore or something, but I don't have Java Edition. But to be fair, I could just like do something like a oh, well, I saw that. I could definitely just make like a makeshift hardcore world where I can basically it's bedrock, so there's no actual hardcore, but all hardcore is just hard mode, but if you die, you're dead for good, so all I need to do is just go in hard mode and be honorable about my choice and never play the game after I die. Alright, this should be about to where I was at, right? Maybe. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, yeah, this is the part. Okay, but I think it goes about like how with Minecraft I can just technically record hardcore, but obviously it would be bedrock, and that means that there's like some gameplay differences in terms of like bugs and redstone and stuff like that. Nothing major, but say like how the wither's harder, the Ender Dragon, I don't think there's any difference. Also, I was thinking about it. I remember when the cages around 2 of the end crystals during the boss fight, there used to only be cages in Bedrock. On Java Edition, none of the end crystals had cages around them. And that was during like Xbox 360, PS3 era. I remember seeing that and I was like, what the heck? Why do we get the harder one? I missed the 360 version. I would go back to it for nostalgia, but they stopped at the aquatic update, so it definitely would be different, but like, it wouldn't be as different as I'm thinking it is. So I'll come back to it whenever it's like really old. Because I remember even just the lighting seemed different. Not in terms of like the game lighting, like with torches and stuff. Torches were darker on Bedrock, but it seemed like a lot more brighter, I guess you could say. It looks like they just turned up the brightness on recording of Minecraft, because it wasn't the actual game that was brighter, it was more like the screen was. And I also just remember like playing Minecraft in the living room and hearing the open or the main menu theme. And I also remember a lot of the tutorial worlds. I didn't have it during the original tutorials, but I think I had it during like the second or third one. Before there was this like giant sandstone church thing that was destroyed. Because I remember we rebuilt that one. There's a tutorial world with like this destroyed castle church place. And it was made out of sandstone. Me and my sister rebuilt it. Which was probably like the only thing that we've ever done like that. It wasn't really hard, it just took like a few days. But it was really fun. And we were able to design like some of the rooms, but we still kept like the base the same with like sandstone, and then the floors were whatever block there was during the time. But and I remember there's like 2 more tutorial worlds before that one. So I'm not 100% sure where I left off at in terms of like, or where I started at.
Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight.
This is the next one. So, I don't know how many songs that I actually like really like on this. I'm like going for like some of my actual favorites. So, yeah, we'll see how many there are in this one. I'm not really sure which one my favorites are. Like, I know my favorites, but like in terms of the other ones that I really like, there's no like one that's better than the other. Because I really like Price. I like this song. I like other song that I forgot. But I would probably do Yad to Bayoth near the end because of the fact that it's like the final boss song. But I also really like the opening to this song or to this game, even though a lot of people don't like it apparently. But I genuinely do. I know why though. They've always given their reasons. They're pretty much the same, and I have to say like, yeah, I can see why people would hate it. Like, they don't hate the song, but like there's certain parts that they don't like how each song has some sort of aspect of their original game's opening, like how you'll hear Burn My Dread in the background a little bit, and for Persona 3 dancings, and then you'll hear Pursuing My True Self in the background of Persona 4 dancing thing opening. But with this song, Wake Up, Get Out There kind of just forces its way in there somehow. That's kind of the part that throws off people, but I really like the beat and I really like just the way that it sounds.
Wow, I just want to keep watching, right? I can't wait to see what's next.
This song's relatively short too, so don't think I'll need to cut out the beginning part. I also really like the way Yosuke dances, or Yusuke. Both of them are really good dancers. Actually, so Persona 3 and 5 dancing take place in a dream. And they say that they don't know how to dance, but Elizabeth's like, oh, you don't need to know how to dance since you're just like letting out your emotions or that type of thing. Like your true self, basically. So like they're able to dance because they're in a dream, even though they don't know how to dance. But I wonder if Yosuke could actually like dance like this. I feel like Yusuke would actually be really good at it. Which also just makes the Persona 4 group even more like amazing, just because of the fact that they're dancing. Like, not only are they actually dancing with like little experience, they did get practice for like a month or so, maybe a few more months. But even then, they're inside the Midnight Channel, which is supposed to make you more tired a lot quicker. Also, although I don't remember. No. I was thinking of Arena Ultimax, where some characters were like, I don't really feel tired until after I fight them, but not during the fight. It's because their personas are being carved. What does that mean? You should watch my playthrough. The reason why that wasn't the reason why I said it that weirdly, because I wasn't sure those spoilers, but they say it like right in the beginning during Nanto's story, which is like it's like the second character that you actually use. And it's like, oh, our personas are being carved. What? Why? I don't have King Crazy on this, but I think I've only done this song 3 times. Once for the Persona 5 video, once from when I first got the game, and a little bit recently. I really like the song, but I never really played it.
Well done. Okay.
So if there's any like things that could catch me off guard, I'm probably most likely gonna miss and have to restart.
Yes. Okay.
The song's really good though. I really like this opening. And I really want to go back and like look at the original Persona 5 because there is a certain aesthetic that like that one specifically had. Both that one and Scramble, but Scramble still feels a little bit more like a modern Persona 5. Not in terms of gameplay, just in terms of like the style. That's probably because they use 3D animations for a lot of things. 3D animated scenes. With Royal, it's a lot more like both the music that was unique or only for Royal, as well as just the actual visual look of Royal was a lot more different. It still felt Persona 5. It felt like they had two themes that were really close together, and then they just ended up using the second one for Royal.
Very exciting.
You're too sexy, Yusuke.
What? I forgot. A lot of these characters have really weird quotes. They're funny though, so at least there's that. Also, I think my Persona 4 dancing settings... I forgot to change the audio settings to this. Oh, this is gonna sound much quieter. I forgot to mention that I turned up my Persona 4 dancing audio to 75. Not exactly 100, but still not 50. So, the voices are definitely a lot more quieter. I actually turned down the voices more than the sound effect. Also, there's like the full version of this song like has a really long like end to not even 10 seconds. It's like 30 seconds, maybe even a minute of just the background beat, and then whispering starts coming in. It's probably just 30 seconds. I'm probably over exaggerating. It's definitely not a minute. Oh yeah, and that's the reason why these notes were louder. I wasn't really thinking about it, but I just noticed like the notes are definitely louder. That's just because of the fact that the music isn't drowning it out as much. This outfit definitely does look sharp. It looks like I could just step on it and it would hurt. And it looks good too. Okay, I have to say something before the song ends, just in case. Oh, wow. Okay, I was so scared that I might have missed something because there was a scratch that was pretty far from actually needing to be scratched. I thought I might have gotten a good on it. Oh, that actually terrified me. I filled the song another time afterwards. Okay, I'm done with the song. The song's done. I was also planning on making a joke saying like, oh, I wonder how I got a King Crazy even though I got a good, because I was just gonna edit over, or like, not over, I was gonna just cut out the part where it says brilliant. I didn't speak during that because I planned on this thing, like, as soon as I saw the good, I was like, you know, I can just restart this, get a King Crazy, and pretend like all this never happened. But I failed once and almost failed again, and that really terrified me. Also, this song is really good.
Even our cheers are sounding good.
I tried checking my recording right now and I realized that I'm playing a rhythm game, and if I pause it, the video itself wouldn't be that good. Even the slightest pause during a rhythm game is like the biggest mistake you can make while recording. Sorry, I was very focused on doing that song. It was not hard, I was just thinking about some stuff.
Yes, this is excellent.
You know, I'd say both this palace and Okumura's palace are like one thing that prevents me from playing the game over and over again. I still have played Persona 5 and 5 Royal multiple times. I guess with 5, I've only played once because I was able to get Royal like straight after. I never got it. I'm game sharing it off of my older sister, but basically, this palace isn't bad. It's just kind of like, all right, time to get through this, and it's sort of boring. Okumura's palace just isn't fun. The song isn't good. It's not hard at all. I just don't really like it. But then you have like Kamoshida's palace, which isn't like the most fun thing, but it's also not that bad. I'd say it's like in the middle. I never really miss playing it. Like I'm like, oh wow, that palace was so good, but it's also not like I dread playing it whenever I'm like, oh, I'm playing a new game, but I don't want to have to do this palace later. But like say one of the final palaces before the that takes place, it's the final palace before you get sent to like actual in time during the interrogation. The song that Whims of Fate plays in, basically, the casino. That's a really good palace that I'm always excited for.
This won't be easy.
Speaking of rivers in the desert, that was not planned at all, by the way. And there's this song and like 2 more songs after this. I guess groovy.
That's it.
Basically, I forgot which palace it was. Oh yeah, Madarami's palace. That's. I like the way it looks. It looks pretty good. The song's pretty good too, but it's not like my favorite, but it's also not annoying at all. Price also isn't annoying, but it also just sounds really good too. So like every time I hear it, I just like it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it for palaces. Futaba's palaces, or Futaba's palace. It's kind of like Kamoshida's palace for me. I really like the palace theme though. I wish they had the original, not the remix version on here. The remix isn't bad, but still prefer the original. Also, my sister's like slowly going through Persona 5 Royal, and like this song is one reason why I want her to play. Not for the song specifically, just for the whole scene, the scene as a whole. The boss fight, before, after it, that type of stuff. It's a really good ballad. But like in terms of story. The gameplay was pretty good, but the rap part is kind of annoying.
This is getting me excited.
Full of confidence, just like I'd expect. That was elegant.
Kinda wish though that like
Three in action, Yusuke.
Ikechi was there. He's such a good party member.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Impressive.
Yes.
I'm only halfway through the song. I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about.
Now you're into it.
Like, it's a lot of this stuff just comes naturally to me, but I guess with these songs, it's kind of like I think of memories, and then that's pretty much it.
I'll crush
And a lot of them are spoiler stuff. And even though Persona 5's been out for quite a while, to the point where we've already gotten Golden, Scramble, and Arena Ultimax soon coming to PC, Switch, and PlayStation 4. So, yeah, I don't want to spoil any Persona game, even the older ones, especially the older ones, since not a lot of people play them now. But like, I'd say give the older ones a shot too. I talked about this last time I played Persona 4, or Persona 5 and 3 Dancing, but the older games are so good. Persona 1 a little bit more understandable, but I'd say still watch a playthrough of it if you don't want to play it. The gameplay is like, first time playing it, like the first few battles, or even the first day that you play it in real life, it's like, wow, this is a new experience. It's pretty fun. The grid thing is really good, even though I can just use magic. And like, it's just pretty fun. Also, the music is pretty good. The only problem is you're probably only going to hear like the first 3 seconds of it. And leveling up characters. This is a slight pain in the butt. Not that they'll ever be underleveled. You're gonna encounter so many things. By the time you get to the boss, you're gonna be kind of overpowered. And the bosses are as easy as the regular battles. They just have more health. Funny thing about this song is, after I got my first King Crazy on the Persona 3 dancing opening, I actually tried this like right afterwards. First attempt, got King Crazy. Persona 5 dancing is just so much easier. Despite that, Wake Up, Get Out There took me 3 attempts. There is some parts that like sort of trip me up on this one, so I have to look out for those. This is probably like my least favorite opening out of the 3, but it's still, I really enjoy it. And Persona 3 Dancing's opening is probably my favorite. It's just like, both visually and in terms of the lyrics, it's just a really beautiful song. It's not like a super masterpiece thing that's gonna make me cry. I said that weird. It's not like gonna make me cry or anything, but it's like looking at the visuals, it's just, if you played Persona 3, it's so great. That game had such a beautiful aesthetic to like the surroundings, even though you couldn't really move around as much as say in Persona 5. I didn't tap any of those. Like I clicked down, left, and then the top ones just did it on its own. That was a double scratch, and I hope there wasn't one that was approaching, because that would have actually messed everything up. Also, I think, and back to where I was at originally, I wasn't paying attention. Persona 4 Dancing opening is like, the lyrics are really good. I've seen the lyrics, and I know most of the songs. It's just, the male vocalist, his name's Lotus Juice. I don't know all of his lyrics, but I can sort of remember it whenever I hear the song. I think since there's like a lot more emotion in Persona 3 Dancing's opening, I like it a lot more. But Persona 4 Dancing just sounds really good. This one also is just like, it sounds good. That's the reason why like Persona 4 beats it, because it's like that. It's like, it just sounds better. In terms of visuals, I really like both of them. I really hate this game. That's the part where I failed, but like I said, I'm not gonna talk. I want to get the song done. I almost slipped up right there. Not this part. There was a certain part earlier. But that was like, I felt my fingers like not wanting to do what I was thinking. Because sometimes whenever I tried to do multiple things at once, my mind would just, or my hands would just move on their own. And that almost happened. Also, my hands are really sweaty. This song's much shorter than the original version. This song's also pretty easy, so I can relax a tiny bit. Same with the other ending theme. But I'm surprised that I failed that the first time. I guess I was talking, but even then, I managed to get a King Crazy when talking to my brother about the game. Because he was wondering if like the H meant like the notes, or if like it told you the notes, because you see how you see the U's on the double ones and the H for fold. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. H just means fold, and U probably just means like unison or united. Just the fact that they're together. And D probably just means double. Also, okay, I was about to say, who's the partner for this one? I don't really select partners. I usually select them as random. Occasionally in Persona 4 Dancing, I'll put Yosuke and Narukami together. Just a really good partnership. I mean, they do refer to each other as partners, so I guess that makes sense. Also, I really want to see Adachi and Narukami dance, but like, $5, that's not worth it.
This is getting me excited.
Glad to see you ain't just talk.
Still far from a gentleman, but
I also want to get Shinjiro's dance, also most likely $5, so no, but
we can go
basically, The Battle for Everyone's Souls is a really good song. Shinjiro is a really good character. I want to see Shinjiro and Akihiko dance together, as well as the main character. But like, so sad that it's like a $5 paywall per song. At least Kimi no Kyoku is only $1, because it's just a credits name, there's no dance.
oh, it's on.
Despite the beat of the song, they still like give it the emotion that would have probably been in there if they didn't show the visual. I feel like this is a dance that they would have used for the original credits theme if they actually included dances instead of the visuals for the credits. I prefer the visuals. It's just a lot better, feels a lot better, looks a lot better. And obviously this dance is shorter, so it's definitely meant more for this song, but the emotion that Morgana has is just like, it fits more with the original one because it's like a lot more emotional when it comes down. And I don't usually mean emotional in terms of like sad, I just mean like it expresses a lot of like about the game's themes or about the theme of the song too.
How's that? Pretty impressive, Morgana.
Ryuji dances are so dumb, but I love it. Oh no. Dang it. Well, yeah, I really like Ryuji's dances. They're not my favorite, nor do they look the best, but like,
This could
it's
be
funny.
trouble.
He's really funny.
Freak out.
I just realized that Morgana's mouth was kind of 3D.
Come on, go all out.
Don't think, just feel it. Nice. Ooh. There. Yeah. Well done. Ha.
There's like a triple one. There you go. Yeah, Morgana's mouth was 3D. I'm pretty sure it's like a,
That was so-so.
I'm sure it's a texture too, but like, his mouth has 3D whenever it's open. Like 3 dimensions. I'm gonna need to get comfortable for this one.
Let's
Last one of Persona 5 Dancing.
Nice, everybody. Get set.
I remember whenever I first got the song on all night, it was like really fast.
Team effort.
With like normal note speed too. Now it feels kind of slow. Like, I know that it's fast, but like, compared to the first time I tried it, it feels slow. Despite the fact that I was at normal note speed, not even max note speed, and right now I have the max note speed multiplier too. I should try one with slow note speed. That would be such pain. So much pain, such agony.
I'm really feeling it.
now my turn.
I wonder how much I'm going to be able to talk. It's not hard to keep up, but it's more like I still have to pay attention, and I'm definitely not good at that while talking.
I'm not through yet. More.
All right, let's charm them together. You got it, Mako-chan.
Okay, let's charm them now.
That sounds like a
This song really just reminds me, I think of an image of just like
Move to it now.
Let's show
it's kind of weird, but sometimes an image will pop into my head of just like, yeah, the Bayoth with the main characters at the bottom. Because, like, it was such a... The battle itself had the same mechanics and everything.
Here we go.
But the way that it felt was like...
Hey, me too. This is great.
I've definitely fought final bosses before, but sometimes... I don't think I can... Nothing that I can recall right now. To be fair, I'm playing rhythm game, and this is taking my focus to talk, which is why I'm stuttering. I hope I didn't miss that. But, I don't think I've seen a final boss like that. Like obviously now I've played more games, but like, I only played Persona 5 like 2 years ago during my freshman year. I'm a junior now, and like, a little bit more than halfway through my school year. But, like all I can really think about that really had final bosses,
Your time to shine.
like major final bosses, or something like Zelda. Maybe, I never finished Mario 64. It wasn't really my type of game, I guess, but still a really good game. Sunshine. That's pretty much all I can really think about.
This touching expression. You really are something.
I never completed Pokemon Heart Gold. I played Pokemon Fire Red through the App Store, and after I changed devices, because I played on a tablet, but then I got a phone.
Now it really gets good.
I never re-downloaded it, which means I never really finished it. I think the only Pokemon game that I've ever finished is Sword and Shield. That one is pretty easy. Well, I guess there's Taboo. There's something so unique about that in Subspace Emissary. You're still in the basic platform fighter style, but it still felt like
Everyone's hearts. I can
it was really good.
We're still gonna do lots more together.
Let's see, if I can think of Zelda bosses, which one would be like major? Ocarina of Time's definitely memorable. I remember
Gracefully.
I played through the game, I guess, twice, completed it once, which was the second time. The first time, I don't think I got past the Master Sword. I definitely got the Master Sword and did some stuff, but I completely forgot where I left off though. But the second time, I remember like dropping the game for a short while, like 2 months, which seems like a while, but it's not like a year at least. And I stopped at the Forest Temple. No particular reason, I just never found like time to play it, and then I kind of like lost sight of it for a second. And then I remembered it, and I was like, oh yeah, the Forest Temple. This place is spooky. I played it whenever I was pretty young, even the second time. I was like around, I guess,
I'm so grateful for meeting you all.
let's see, maybe like
Really.
10,
Come on, Morgana, cheer up!
which was only 6 years ago. But
It's all of us
Still.
together to the very end. We can do
it's just the song and then the aesthetic really creeps me out a little bit. Let's see, Twilight Princess. I definitely completed Twilight Princess before Ocarina of Time. That one is really fun. I sucked at mashing the A button though, and Ganondorf absolutely destroyed me like 5 times before I even was able to do it.
together. We don't need anything else.
Wind Waker, I think I beat after Ocarina of Time. I actually didn't get it until like a little bit after. I think like when I was 12, maybe 11. Definitely completed that one though. So let's see. What's the final boss? It was obviously Ganon. Wasn't that hard. I remember it now. It was while the whole Kingdom of Hyrule was thinking. The castle, Hyrule Castle. Other than that, I guess Skyward Sword was kind of like, yeah, Skyward Sword was kind of a big one too, with the whole thunder and everything, and also the imprison thing. I think that's what it's called. That thing terrified me. Once it started growing wings, I was just like, okay. I don't think it grew wings. I think it just literally just started flying, and then I was just like, yeah, no, this thing just became 10 times scarier.
Persona 4, dancing all night.
Bring it on, I'll do this!
Like the thing with Persona boss battles was like they felt so like big, I guess you could say. You were still in the turn-based aspect with only scripted cutscenes after you defeated the boss, like with Setanile, Izanagi no Okami, and Messiah. I wasn't paying attention. I forgot there's actual stuff that you need to do.
Word go! We're on the throttle.
But like, say the zoomed out camera of Yaldabaoth, the Jurassic size of it, and like the how you're only as powerful as your abilities that you had by like ranking up your social links. Because I obviously fought it first in the original Persona 5, so like things like the baton pass were only achievable through social links. And a lot more other battle stuff too. It's just like, alright, this boss battle is either gonna be easy or hard because of your bond level. And that's another unique thing about it, is that the difficulty can change depending on how much you actually played the game. Persona 3 boss battle, it felt a little bit more like, I wouldn't really say generic, but like, it felt the same as any other boss battle, but it still had like a lot of meaning behind it. Both because it's like, I think the reason why it felt a little bit more generic is just because, like in Persona 4, it's kind of in between Persona 5 and 3, where they weren't really gonna die, but it's like, oh no, the whole world's gonna die if we don't save everyone. Alright, let's kill this thing. You get those a lot. With Persona 5, it was a little bit more unique, where it's like, no one's gonna die, it's their freedom that's gonna be taken away from them. So, like, obviously death is probably like a bigger price to pay, but they decided to, oh really? That was a good? I've hit like further notes and still gotten like at least grades.
Get on rhythm as fast as you can.
But basically, like, Yaldabaoth was a little bit more unique in terms of like, if I fail this now, everyone will kind of just lose their free will. They literally just won't be themselves, they'll just be listening to someone on top. Of course they won't have to worry about consequences of their actions because it's not their actions. But they won't know who they are anymore.
Hey, bring it on whenever.
And I'd say in terms of Persona 3, the whole like, oh no, the world's gonna die and everything if we don't save them, it's a little bit more reasonable considering the whole theme is death. But I'd say like, it still holds a lot more emotion, and it's probably my favorite boss battle out of any of the Persona games, despite how much I love Persona 5's boss battle. But that's mainly because of the fact that it's not that it costs the protagonist's life, it's more or less that the fact that the protagonist is both willing to give it, with like the whole themes and everything, as well as the fact that like, right before this is like, oh, we're scared, but we were scared of like death and everything, but we're no longer scared and we're gonna fight death head on. And another thing is like, they didn't even really beat Nyx. It's death, you can't really kill death. So it's like, during that time, it's just more like, oh, what's gonna happen? Because I guess it was the third Persona game I played. And it's like, oh, the hero always prospers. Even in Persona, it's just like, oh yeah, the heroes always win. But it's like, the game goes into so much detail saying, you can't really kill death because death is inevitable. If you already killed death itself, no one would die. And for a game whose meaning is, or which meaning is like death and everything, you wouldn't want to take away that one part. So it's just like, how are they going to beat it? In the other games, it's like, you beat the boss and like, oh, you have shown me the true power of man, but like, still... Nyx, first of all, doesn't do that. Second of all, it's like... At least these things are like gods. Nyx is the goddess over death, but that kind of makes her death herself, so... I'd say... Completely forgot that I have to communicate. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna finish what I'm gonna say. Basically, Nyx, is a really important boss battle. As for like the whole thing of like dealing with death, they're facing death head on despite the fact that they definitely won't be able to beat it. You can look at death and go forward in life while facing it, but that doesn't mean that it's going to go away, nor that it won't affect you in your future. So it's like, it's supposed to be like, that theme is supposed to mirror the boss battle itself. You're facing death head on, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna be beaten, I guess. And it definitely wasn't. And the whole like power bonds thing just feels a lot more emotional when it comes to facing death head on and like your life is at stake. And there we go, there's the King Crazy. And a little detail. I know it makes sense that they added it, especially with this outfit, since, you know, it's the dancing outfit. They probably had to use the same base but sort of change up the model. But he has a third year symbol. And I noticed that during Arena Ultimax.
Okay, let's
It's kind of like the only change that they ever made to their portraits in Arena Ultimax, and Arena, I guess. But it's literally just their second year and first year symbols going up a grade. Also, I like the song, but sometimes it catches me up. There's like a part where it's like triple, and then double, double, double,
All right, I'm ready whenever.
and it really throws me off. I know where it's at, but I might have to stay quiet whenever that part comes.
All right. How's that? That went well.
I really like that part though. It's very small, but some parts in this game feel so good. I feel like Persona 4 dancing has definitely the most satisfying notes. That part always throws me off. It's not a triple, it's a hold into doubles.
That went well.
But this game definitely has super satisfying notes, and that's the reason why I play it pretty often. I don't really play the other ones too often unless I want to hear the music from that one. But it's really, like I said, satisfying. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's kind of hard to express how I feel about it because of the fact that I'm having to pay attention so much right now.
That went well.
I'd say multitasking is definitely like one of my weakest traits, and I can barely do it. But like doing it for something like this is probably very. It's definitely challenging how much my brain can do.
All right. How's that?
That's the spirit.
That went well. Yeah. All right. That went well.
Okay, you're doing great.
Out of all the times, okay, there was something that I wanted to point out. I think whenever you hit a note, if you look at the sides where it's like all rainbowy right now, whenever it's not rainbowy, you can tell what level of scratch you got, whether it was a good, great, or perfect,
Thanks, Margaret.
based on the color of the ring that appears whenever you scratch.
That was passion, Margaret.
After the showtime ends, I'm just gonna scratch, and then you'll see white whenever there's nothing. But you see how there's yellow right there too, but it's white right here.
Persona.
I noticed something that I think whenever you do really good, there's a ring on the outside that's based around like the previous note as well, so it's not just scratches, it's your notes as a whole. And I was about to point that out, but then that slipped, and then yeah. Alright, okay. No reason why I was out of breath right there, it's just
My heart, you never cease to
that's
amaze me.
this song's surprisingly hard for me,
Wish I could always
despite the
do that.
difficulty level, compared to everything else at least.
Bring it on. I'll do this.
Just do like you practiced.
Not gonna lie, I mostly like the song because of Yosuke's dance in it. The song itself is really good. And not really because it's a remix, just because it's like... I still prefer the original version more, but only because it's like... I just like the lyrics a little bit more in that one.
That's it.
I really wish it had the original one. I feel like it would have been long enough. Well, I guess they would have had the loop. And while this song doesn't loop, it throws this part in like 2 times. The song itself isn't bad though.
Big bucks pain, man, I dirty like a slave, man. Began to lose patience to these complacent successes who assesses rules that assassinate us like me. Lot of confidence before from vanity. Reason why I got a crew behind me, my family. Even if they try to bribe me, never ride. Believe in beauty or destiny. It's fire, talk of the blood, the flesh of the flesh, the talk of the soul, the less of the heart, the lessons are taught. Yo, backside of TV, the songs like DV.
I love the way he dances. He's just so happy.
Underestimated way your brainwash illuminated bunch of hallucination, but the sun's elucidation, hell now won't cave.
I should probably talk. The song gets slightly difficult for me, so it's gonna be hard for me to talk, but there's a really satisfying moment where it just like keeps shoving notes at like the most perfect speed. Not sure if it was right here or not, or a little bit later. It might be later, yeah. And there's a certain part in the song, it's the preview part of the song, like whenever you hover over a song before actually selecting it at the song selection, it'll show like a preview of what the song has, but like, every time I hear that part in the song, and this is the only song that does it, but it really like, it gives me a weird feeling. I think it's about to come up right now. Yeah, this part.
Very nice.
But every time I hear this part, it really feels weird just because of the fact that it's so much more prominent compared to everything else for some reason. And since it's at the select screen, it's like I always notice it. There's not a time whenever like I'll even like be spacing out while playing this, and then that will literally just bring me back from spacing out. It's just like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm playing a game. Also, this is the part I was talking about. I messed up on one of them, but it's really satisfying. I love this band so much. I also really like this dance. Just this one part too is really good. Also, I almost missed those notes at the top right. I almost just wasn't paying attention. I can hear the original part of the song in the background slightly, and I never noticed that. Like from the actual like the hub world version. Also, the song in English is called Studio Backlot. I really like Backside of the TV more, but like I just realized that like I've never really heard Studio Backlot before. I don't really do this song whenever I play this game on my own time, but it's still one of my favorite songs in the whole series. I'd say probably top 10, probably not top 5 though, because first top 2 are taken by Kimi no Kyoku and then Memories of You. Or I guess that's the name of the song, but and Brand New Days. And then after that it's probably like it's kind of hard to decide. Probably Break Out of from Arena Ultimax, and then it goes on to Burn My Tread, When the Moon's Reaching Out Stars. Not to the stars, it's just When the Moon's Reaching Out Stars. I'm pretty sure that's the translation. They fixed it in Persona 3 Dancing, but I think in the original bonus soundtrack disc, it was titled as that. This song's fairly easy though, I should be able to get it down. Also, Persona 4 Dancing was the only song, or the only game where I got King Crazy's on camera. Persona 5 Dancing, I was only able to get Brilliant, which was a lot better than whatever the heck happened in Persona 3 Dancing, where I still haven't finished that one song that I said I was going to. And I really only got stage clears after a few attempts. But Persona 5 Dancing, I was able to get a lot more Brilliant, which was pretty useful. And then Persona 4 Dancing, I got King Crazy. Persona 5 Dancing, I got Brilliant. Not sure if I got them mixed up.
That's the spirit.
Also, who's the partner for this song? I think since I completed the game, yeah, I swear before I completed the game, you used to have 2 partner showtimes instead of just 1. Because if you didn't notice, whenever that showtime appeared, there was no partner. However, the next one will have a partner. But I'm not sure if it was always like that. I swear I remember there being... Yeah, I remember what Time to Make History. I remember Chie's exit coming out twice, because her exit was the same 2 times in a row. Where she would kick the air, lean forward, and then she would go off screen. And I remember that because I was like, that was the first time whenever I realized like, oh, are the dances repeating once like the song loops its rhythm? Which they are. But I swear I remember that. But now it's not appearing anymore. There's only one Showtime partner. One partnered Showtime, which is always going to be the second one. I think the only exception to this is Electronica and the Velvet Room, and that's a big, like, maybe. I don't really pay attention during that song. Also, the partner's Yosuke. I really like Yosuke. Brilliant and crazy. I always think brilliant every time I play this game. I haven't really been able to get King Crazy all too often recently.
I'm falling for you all over
I stopped playing
again.
for like a short while, but it wasn't even like a full month.
Then let us begin.
I was looking, whenever I was trying to look for Persona music to use in my Smash videos and other games that it would have fit in, I went through the Persona 4 soundtrack and found Electronica in the Velvet Room. Found that it was the bonus song, which means that I actually own it.
There.
But whenever I first heard it, I was like, I don't really like it. But after playing Arena Ultimax, it's definitely grown on me, and now I actually genuinely really like it.
I like it.
I prefer blues in the Velvet Room. Sadly, I do not have the Persona 3 bonus disc. I only have 4s.
How's this?
Because I think that was with the original soundtrack, not with FES. But the blues in the Velvet Room is such a good song. I really like it. I really like instrumental music from other games. That's the reason why I really like Persona 2 music. It's just because majority of it's instrumentals. I think besides the opening and credit scene for Persona Portable, or for the portable games.
It appears time to unleash my true power.
And I also really like the piano. And that song has both of them. And it also has a sad emotion to it.
So,
Okay, yeah, this song I think might be the only one that still has 2 partners on it, with Specialist having no partners at all. You can't even select one. You're forced to have no partner on Specialist.
Impressive. I super admire you.
I kind of want to do Specialist. It's genuinely a good song. I think I like the original one more, but Specialist is like one of the few instances where I like remixes more than the original. Not more than the original. I think they're sort of tied with me.
Good. I'm hooked on you.
But I've never liked a remix so much before.
That went well.
Minus that I'll Face Myself and I'll Face Myself battle variants,
let us
as well as
begin.
another version. I think those are an exception because those have like
How's this?
different themes to it. Dang it, wow.
I like it.
I cut at a little bit earlier. I wouldn't like to fail now though, so I'm probably still going to stay quiet.
The time has come. I am prepared. How's this? There.
Time to finish this. I'm coming in.
It's also the only song that ends in a showtime,
Impressive.
which I really like. That's another thing I really like about this song is that it ends with a showtime. So you get both characters posing.
You're good at doing dancing.
I like it.
Impressive. I knew you'd carry yourself well.
Perhaps this is fate as well.
Wow, you two are really close.
Impressive.
Okay, if I failed right there, that kind of worried me because my perfects were going to greats and I was wondering if they would go from greats to good. Kind of scared me.
Just watch me, everyone.
I think I have an alarm that goes off soon. Hopefully that doesn't interrupt too much.
I did it.
The song's kind of nostalgic because of the fact that, like, funny thing is, I've definitely, like, been exposed to Persona before playing Persona 5, which was Persona 4 the animation, whenever my sister used to watch it. But, while I barely remember it, I only remember the beginning of Yukiko's castle. I remember Yukiko being lost, as well as the Chie unlocking her persona. I didn't see her awaken to it. All I saw was just her running with her persona out. But basically, that was like a very long time ago, and I didn't know that was Persona 4 the animation until I went back. And I forgot what exactly it was that like triggered the memory. I wasn't sure if it was the game itself, or if it was the fact that... Oh yeah, I guess I had already done most of the game, but I didn't realize it was that memory is Persona 4 the animation until I went back to look at the animation, and I realized that, hey wait, I remember this. This is Persona 4, and I was thinking like, wait, that is from a long time ago. That's a very old memory. Oh wow, that really sucked. Basically, my sister also showed me this song a while ago too, so before I even knew it was Persona, I thought it was pretty good.
I did it. There.
King Crazy!
Yeah! That was one of my best performances! Not only is she cute, she's skilled too! Rise-chan is no ordinary girl!
Yeah.
I couldn't talk right now because of well, it's the reason why I was worried about my alarm, but I really like this song. Also, I'm so mad that I missed like right at the end of the last song.
Yeah. That went well.
This song's still kind of hard for me to do, so I might not be able to talk as much, but definitely more than last time. Which, by the way, that was the first time that I ever got a King Crazy on that. Actually, I think I did mention that, but I'm just kind of cool that my first King Crazy on one of my favorite songs was doing a recording. I do need to play through Persona Q, despite the fact that, like, I know that it's kinda bad. I'd still like to play through it, though. I kinda did. I made it to Love Cafe? What the heck? Group Date Cafe, dungeon. And basically, I never finished that. Gameplay-wise, I like both Persona Q and Q2. The whole boost mechanic and everything is really great, and I really like it. And I'm still like occasionally playing Persona Q2 on my own free time. Not like every day, maybe not even every week. It's just every once in a while. Really fun, and I've already seen someone do a reaction through it. It wasn't a full-on playthrough, so it was kind of edited. I kept stuttering.
Went well. Yeah.
But both games have really good music, despite the gameplay, or like the story. I've said this before, but story is kind of what drives me to play certain games, and since Q kind of messed up its characters and its story is nowhere near existent until the end, it's kind of hard for me to play through it, but the music's really good, the gameplay's really good. I just need to find some sort of will to play it. Maybe I'll do like a mini review of that game. Or maybe I'll just start a game series of games that I started playing but never finished. I really love both games. Both they're centric as a whole, but like their battle themes are really good. Their hub world are like one of my favorite songs. Well, actually, Persona Q's, it's like it's not that it's bad. It's just more like it feels more hub worldy. I probably wouldn't listen to it on my own time. Unlike Cinematic Tale, which is the hub world for Q2.
King Crazy!
Even I'm
Really good soundtrack though, from basically all games.
I can win this.
I really like this song. I've already said that, but it's like I'm glad that it's both free and the characters actually dance to it. I really like the visuals of Persona 3 and 5 Dancing's lyrics version. Plus it shows the lyrics too, which is pretty useful. There's always like a lot of debate on what lyrics are actually said during certain songs. You can always look at the official lyrics, but sometimes people are like, no, it's supposed to be like this. Oh no, it sounds like this. It sounds like this for me, so this one's right. But I like the fact that a character dances to it. And I play this song a lot. I can get King Crazy a lot more than Maze of Life. Also, I think my partner is Teddy. Whenever you have it on auto, if you hover over auto, I'm pretty sure it tells you who's going to be your partner. And it might be Teddy. I think the only characters that can be your partner are Kanji and Teddy. Maybe even Margaret. No, Nanako. I think it's Nanako. By the way, what's Nanako doing here? I know she's a dancer now, and since this is the party mode, there's no, like, story reason why she's here, but, she wasn't exactly here during the story. There's only one more song after this, I just realized. And then this whole filler series is over. At least there's Raph. That's my season 2. I'm gonna make the filler games their actual own series. Because like the filler games, I play them because I enjoy them. The filler games aren't really just like an easy game. It's more of like, it's easy to record because I wouldn't mind playing this over and over again. I wouldn't mind playing Raft a lot. So, those are my filler games for right now. That's probably what Minecraft would have been. It would have been a filler series, but I think I'll do that after Raft. And anyways, they're just games that I enjoy, that I can play a few. Like, I know that I can make quite a few episodes out of it. The reason I Persona Dancing was a filler series was because both the gameplay was kind of small, as well as the fact that I wasn't sure if I was going to go past like 5 episodes, which it didn't. But that's the reason why I still want to consider them a series. I might just have like filler series volume 1 or like season 1, season 2, that type of thing. Just as a little joke, but Raft is definitely my season 2, which has already started, but remember, this is the season finale for Persona Dancing. I probably won't be able to talk during Reach Out to the Truth because if I'm trying to go for King Crazy, I definitely will have a hard time with that song. Not particularly hard, but I still need to be paying attention. A lot more than almost any other song. Probably Maze of Life still beats it, even though it's a lot shorter. But if I wanted to go for Brilliance, I could probably talk. Too bad, this video is for King Crazies. That thing reminds me of, it's the blue version of Legion. Then Shin Megami Tensei in Persona 5. Like, Zona Chrono, something. It's a blue thing. The blue ball, blue mass of faces. You know, I was actually about to debate whether or not I should do this song, because it's like, it's my favorite song, so it's not like the important song, so I don't need to do the final boss song, but I like Reach Out to the Truth, and this song's pretty good. Really good. I think this game was the only game where I didn't do my favorite songs in order. I was just kind of out of order. I just picked whatever song I saw.
I leave the rest to you, Senpai.
Let's do this, Chie! We can't lose!
This song has everything that I hate. It has double doubles, which I really cannot handle well. That's less of a mind thing, more of like how fast I can move my fingers. I can move them pretty fast, but it's more like doing it fast because it's a double, and then going down and then doing it fast again. My finger sort of just goes stiff. And I think it's only with my left hand. I could easily do it with my right hand. But, okay, I almost slipped up right there. I should be able to talk now. Not really sure how I'm gonna edit this, whether or not I'm gonna, like, edit over some, like, just clips. If I'm just gonna compile the clips from the failed attempts together, and then show the full song on my successful attempt. Because if this is my successful attempt, then that means that half the song would have been me quietly playing the game. But I also don't want to have to restart. Is it too late for a spoiler warning? Now that I think about it, Persona 4 Dancing has genuinely good story. I'd say anyone watch it, or play it if you have a Vita. Don't buy this game unless it's on deal on PS4. Because you have to buy it in the Dancing Endless Night bundle. Dang it, I wasn't... Okay, this is why I need to stop talking. I'm gonna finish the song.
Let's put an end to this.
I'm gonna finish the song and just show me completing it on King Crazying it, however the heck you call it.
Alright. How's that? Smart.
I guess I can talk now since it wouldn't really matter.
That went well.
I'd say this is probably my favorite group dance of them all because they don't really dance in sync like everyone else. Like, I know in Persona 3, they have their own unique dance with a unison dance, like only for a short while. While Persona 5 is like the opposite way, where it's like they still have their like freeform dancing or basically just themselves, but it's mostly unison dancing whenever they're all together. But right here, everyone just kind of does whatever they want. To be fair, they're not the best dancers, like story-wise. But next time you see the screen, it's gonna be King Crazy. Whoa, would you look at that? Even though I got a good, it still gave me King Crazy. Wow, and only 15 greats. Not sure if that was more or less than last time. Also, this is the joke I wanted to do earlier. Alright, that's pretty much it. This is my outro. Bye.